I've had meetings at Port and site visits on the Bibby Stockholm as well. So I'm not just saying it because to make a political, if you like, so much a political point, but we are very, very concerned. As you know, the vessel didn't get planning permission, and we feel that was a big, big mistake from the start.
Asylum seekers are due to be returned to the Bibby Stockholm barge today. You'll remember some migrants had gone aboard, but then they were quickly taken off after Legionella bacteria was detected. That can cause serious illness. Well, joining us now is councillor Paul Kimber, who is a Labour councillor for Portland. Paul, welcome.
Thank you very much. Is that Aisha?
It is Aisha. Hello.
Hello there.
Right. So what's your reaction, Paul, to the news that asylum seekers will be returning to this barge?
Well, it's one of very, very mixed concerns. As you know, it didn't the water system didn't only show up Legionnaires, but the fire safety certificate also failed as regarding evacuation on the vessel as well. I do have to say I was a former ship's engineer, and also chair of the old Weymouth Port Health.
And so, Paul, what do you want to happen? Are you going to be against these asylum seekers coming back, or will you kind of accept that they do have to go somewhere and that this is adequate accommodation for them?
Well, if I can say, Aisha, we're very concerned about the vessel. It is crowded accommodation. Whilst today we expect 29 to be returned, I have received concerns from one asylum seeker that he's very, very worried, especially about the water system. Is it safe? And it's clear for him to ask those important questions. And also, my belief is when you get about 508 asylum seekers that go on there totally, which will be a very, very big passenger crew on there. So it is concerns that it will be overcrowded. The cabins it's 2 to a cabin generally, but there is one cabin with 8. Our belief is that these cabins are much too small for 2 people. So they're my concerns.
Okay, and if you weren't to have them housed there, where would you want to put them, Paul? Because one of the great frustrations that many people have is that these asylum seekers are having to go into hotels, which of course is very, very expensive. There's a lot of overcrowding there as well.
I accept that, and the government has, as we know, has gone down the road of the expensive way out of hotels. We've all of us have said, look, you need more people to sit down and find out about the asylum seekers and look at their case and see if it's a genuine case, and then bring them and welcome them into our country.
But sorry to interrupt, Paul, but the problem with that is there is this massive backlog. That is going to take quite a lot of time. In the meantime, absolutely, these people have to be housed somewhere. I mean, it's interesting in Scotland that barges have been used to house refugees. If these barges are deemed safe and habitable, is it not better for them to be housed there? I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than just putting them overcrowded in hotels.
Well, I'd rather see them in hotels, and I'd rather see the system speeded up and given a much more, if you like, more emphasis on bringing more staff into the civil service. I did work for the civil service for a while, and over the last few years, we've seen cut after cut after cut. It's always civil service is always an easy body to get rid of people.
So your view is you'd be happy for the government to spend more money on hotels, not do the barges, and
yeah,
that's the approach that you would prefer to see.
I would prefer to see that. I've had, and I do say, Aisha, that I've had meetings at Portland Port and site visits on the Biddy Stockholm as well. So I'm not just saying it because to make a political, if you like, so much a political point, but we are very, very concerned. As you
Okay.
know, the vessel didn't get planning permission, and we feel that that was a big, big mistake from the start. And some of the
Okay.
problems that I've said about will be eradicated. Thank you.
Paul, we'll have to leave it there, but very grateful for your time this morning. That's Councillor Paul Kimber. He's a Labour councillor for Portland, which is the area that the Bibby Stockholm is located.